Well, Owen McNally is now on the grid for the start of the 1-2-5 race. Sharing the front row will be number 2, Dennis McCullough. There's also number 6, Gary Dines, and completing the lineup, number 4, Robert Dunlop. It's over 8 laps on commentary, Alan Drysdale and Harold Crooks.
The 99 season about to get underway. 1-2-5s, all eyes on the starter, revving up. Up goes the flag and off they go. Down towards the first right-hand corner, a right-angle one, and the first man to show is number 2, Dennis McCullough, followed by Robert Dunlop and number 4.
Down in the brakes, and Owen McNally immediately going up the inside line for this right-hand corner, swooping across. Darren Lindsay coming through there as well, but into the corner. McCullough still leads. McNally is second as they head up towards McAdoo Bends.
And we can see the changes in the road surface there as they head up towards this new part of the course. Full throttle up here, down a gear, round the left-hander, and then hard on with the brakes as they go into the right-hander. It's still Dennis McCullough ahead of Owen McNally, heading now up over the rise. A very difficult part of the course for the boys to learn, I understand. There's Darren Lindsay moving up into second place.
Now hard on the brakes as they go through this little left-hander for McNally corner. McNally trying to get back up the inside of Lindsay and may just have made it, or is Lindsay going to swoop back across? There's McCullough and there's Lindsay right across the front of McNally.
The right-hander now heading up towards the jumps. There's still McCullough from Lindsay, McNally in third place, and here they come, and it's McCullough, Lindsay, McNally, Dines, Robert Dunlop. Order corner of the left-hander, change of road surface there, over the bumpy bit and out onto the main part of the road. Into church they go.
And Lindsay now takes over the lead from McCullough as they head down towards O'Kane's through a left-hander. McNally still in third position, but already the battle on up front.
A strange, Alan, that Owen McNally's hanging back there in third place. I thought he'd been challenging, but he's maybe playing the waiting game. Dines there, Robert Dunlop.
At the chicane for the first time, it's still Lindsay in the lead from McCullough and McNally, coming through to complete the opening lap.
Yeah, the chicane set in there to slow the boys coming through into the start-finish area before they go down the long straight, where Lindsay still leads from McCullough.
And that's Nigel Moore sneaking up behind Robert Dunlop. He's a newcomer to the 1-2-5 class this year, and that's a very credible performance from him to be in 6th.
And certainly this new Orator Cookstown course, catching the boys out here and there, because they're not just quite used to the fast speeds around these tight bends. But it's still McCullough now from Lindsay, from Owen McNally. Seems to have missed a gear there with Gary Dines now parked in his back wheel.
Yeah, Dines closing in on Robert Dunlop and Nigel Moore both closing in on them there as they go up the hill. Gary Dines there seemed to be losing the footrest going up the hill.
Yes, I think the bumps play a big part in this course here, Alan. It's still McCullough from Lindsay, from McNally, from Dines. Right out to the curb they go. And certainly the clutch is standing a lot of battling through this very tight course, a lot of very slow corners, and McCullough goes straight on, so that gives Lindsay his chance, Alan.
Yeah, a gift there for Darren Lindsay. Dennis McCullough say just missing the breaking point. Gary Dines almost missed his as well, but turns in, and changing the order then, McNally through to second, Dines in third at O'Kane's. Lindsay leads, McNally, Dunlop, Dines, Nigel Moore now up ahead of Dennis McCullough, and then Joey going through there.
And Phelan Moore sort of having a threatening a bit job around that one, but it's still Lindsay from McNally, and the onboard camera catches the leader. He goes to the right hand side. Will he be able to sustain a passing movement as they go down into the right hander? So it's McNally on the inside, Lindsay on the outside. Will he sweep across him? No, McNally goes through into the lead.
Robert Dunlop then through in third, Nigel Moore in fourth, but that was a good move there from McNally. Here we are back on the approach to McNally corner, and McNally still leads. Darren Lindsay there in second. Oh, and again looking to miss a gear going out, just moving a little bit there. The machine as he went out of that corner. The rest of the field streamed through up the hill over the jumps. McNally there followed by Lindsay.
Do you think as Lindsay shot his bowler, is he being able to take the maestro of the 1-2-5 class, Owen McNally? But it's still McNally from Lindsay. These two pulling a little bit away from the rest of the field as they go round Orator once again, right out to the sandbags there that protect the curb. Still the same order, McNally from Lindsay at O'Kane's, the resurfaced part. Robert Dunlop still in there in third place. Gary Dines the last man to show, ahead of Phelim Owens, Joey Dunlop and Trevor Ritchie. The last man through, Ryan Farquhar.
At the chicane again, and as McNally still leads from Darren Lindsay. Dunlop through there in third position. There's Joey ahead of Trevor Ritchie further down the field as they have their own private battle. But here we are again, hard on the brakes at Gorton Corner, and McNally seems to be easing away from Darren Lindsay. But that's Nigel Moore up to third position there ahead of McCulloch, Gary Dines and Robert Dunlop dropping to the tail end of that bunch.
Still McNally. Lindsay then round the right hander and then a little left flick before they head for the jumps, and over they come, and it's McNally still setting the pace, but Lindsay still hanging on in there. And it looks as if Dennis McCulloch missed a gear there. His foot bounced off the footrest and he went right out to the curb, losing a few places. Seconds, milliseconds count on this tight New Orator course, Alan.
Yeah, and that's the second or third time we've seen that incident of the rider's foot coming off the rest and them losing time. So here's McCulloch, foot firmly on the rest as he leads through Robert Dunlop, Gary Dines and Phelim Owens. Owens is on the move up through now as well.
But the Bob Mullen Motors 125 Honda flicks through the chicane. Looks very tight there, Alan, as they come down into it.
It certainly is very tight. They're using these new barriers there to protect, but it is a good idea to slow the riders down coming through the start finish area. The rest of the field streaming through, Gary Dines coming through, and then Ryan Farquhar behind him. But back here at Gorton Corner, and it's Owen McNally in the lead. And again, he's extended the lead over Darren Lindsay, and Darren Lindsay now has been caught by Nigel Moore from Dungannon there in third position. Fourth position, it's still Robert Dunlop, so the orders fluctuating a little bit here as the riders miss their braking points.
We now move to lap 6. Robert Dunlop moving up the inside of his back marker there as the leaders head out onto the straight up towards Church Corner. But it's McNally still setting the pace. Darren Lindsay now having to overhaul the back markers as well, threading his way through. Not easy on a tight, narrow course like the New Order course. Phelim Owens thinks about sticking his nose in between Robert Dunlop and the hedge there, Alan.
Certainly that was a good move there by Owens. He'll try that again, but McNally still in the lead as they come through now to complete lap 6. And there's Lindsay through, and again Nigel Moore is closing down. We have Robert Dunlop followed by Phelim Owens and Trevor Ritchie in 4th, 5th and 6th positions.
But the man in the number 1 spot is still Owen McNally on the Bob Mullen Motors 125 Honda, and look at the amount of daylight between him and the second place man now, so their attention will be dropped back to see how that battle for second place goes as McNally goes over the jumps around the right hander, hard on the brakes. That Orator right out to the curb. He has a wee quick look back to see where that battle is, but it's still Lindsay in second place with Nigel Moore now right onto his back wheel, Alan.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Nigel Moore can get through past. There's Owens ahead of Robert Dunlop, and Trevor Ritchie's joining forces in there as well. But here we're back with the leader at O'Kane's, Owen McNally. The battle for second, and Nigel Moore up the inside of Darren Lindsay. The question is, if Owen McNally looks back, will he even recognise that Lindsay's in the same race? Here's Owens now taking Robert Dunlop for Trevor Ritchie, and again the foot was off the rest there, Harold.
Yeah, it must be a very bumpy course because the feet seem to be slipping off the pegs very, very regularly. But the man who is regular here in his attack is Owen McNally, round the left hander into the start finish, down the long straight, and there's that battle once again. Robert Dunlop on number 4, Trevor Ritchie number 5 at the chicane. So McNally, Moore and Lindsay, the running order. At the end of the 7th lap, we're now on to the last one, and here's the Moore-Lindsay battle still raging, Alan.
Absolutely, and that was a good move there. Nigel Moore held the inside. He's proud to have outfoxed Darren Lindsay there.
Lifts the thumb to recognise that he's a better man than he is.
The next battle going through there. Owens now ahead of Robert Dunlop.
Down into the left-hander they come. It's Owens from Dunlop, from Ritchie. Owen McNally, still the leader, out onto the course at Orator. Quick look back. Second Moore, third Lindsay. And look at this, here's Robert Dunlop and Trevor Ritchie. Something that's happened to Phelim Owens on the last lap. So Robert Dunlop, running under number 4, goes up to 4th. And Ritchie number 5 goes up to 5th place. Joey Dunlop now in 6th.
And McNally down into O'Keehan's for the last time, catching up in the tail enders. Moore is second, Darren Lindsay in third position, and here's the battle for fourth, and still Robert Dunlop, number 4, holds off Trevor Ritchie, number 5.
Owen McNally breaks into the chicane for the last time. A little wiggle under the braking. Moore in second place, Lindsay in third. Round the left-hander, across the line. McNally wheelies to victory. Moore takes second, Lindsay is third, and then the battle for fourth goes to Robert Dunlop from Trevor Ritchie. What a superb start to the road racing season.
Handshakes all round. Reigning champion Owen McNally taking the honours on the Mullen Honda, but Nigel Moore and Darren Lindsay were right on his tail. A bit of a gap to Robert Dunlop in fourth. Trevor Ritchie was fifth. Joey Dunlop sixth.
The race itself was quite difficult. Darren Lindsay, Darren always was a good rider, but had a lot of injuries, and he's been out of the scene sort of. Well, he's always been there, but he's never been in the front running. And so whenever I seen him at the front, I thought, I haven't raced with him for a while. You get to know the other riders, and it's been a while since me and Darren's had a race. So it took me a while to get going. To be honest, at the start, I didn't think it was going to be possible because he was riding so well.
Yeah, you had a slowish start.
Yeah, I did. It took me a while to get going, but once we got going, and started to get into the track a bit more, then I was able to. Dennis made a mistake at one of the road ends, overshot, and that sort of messed everybody up, and I was able to close up, and then it's just a matter of picking my moment and trying to get them. But once I got the lead, then it was a matter of just trying to keep the gap.
In the 200cc race, the result there saw a victory for Raymond Hanna, but he was just under half a second in front of Andrew McLean, with Jack Sands a further 10 seconds back in third place.